Okay, then we're gonna hit that. It blew that. Okay, so the wash down pump okay, so it blew the deck wash. The other ones work. Good water flow, good water flow. 729. We want to put up the antenna. Yeah, especially if you remember, you have to raise this, because if you don't, you're out there. I got to calibrate that. What's going to happen is going to set your guides completely off. So you need, when I calibrate that, if you have that down, you got to remember to raise it up, or you're going to be cross tracking. And this is set for auto, evidently. Day colors, there you go. Back, ready to transmit. Now see, here's what's funny. I'll hit that. Now that's working today. The other day it wasn't. So that might have been a power issue. I was lower on voltage. Yeah, see, that's going out. That's going out. Range A. Okay, so that's working. So the other day, it could have been a drop of voltage. Why this wasn't working? Because they're all working now. I'm going to see what happens here. Yeah, see, it moves that up front, so that's good. So then we're going to go into sonars. That wasn't working the other day. That's on auto. Right there, hit options, transmit, and now it's working. See, so that was definitely a power issue, or voltage. So I was running it without the motor started. Now it's working fine. Everything there. So we're going to go back. We're going to go, whoop, shallow water alarm went off. So I'm going to go to split frequencies. Make sure that works. 135 and chirp. Okay, that's working. Go to clear view. That's working. So we're going to go options right here. Mode, magnify, back, Ranger's auto, default, clear view setup, scroll speed, appearance, depth line show, back, advance, fine. So we can go back over into here. We can go to combo, and we can go to this one. Zoom in here. There you go. Your fishing chart, traditional, side, and down. And then we can hit this. That switches the station. These things, both of these have got to be in neutral. And I don't think that they hooked this up, but we're going to go to menu. We're going to go to vessel. I don't see it. It would have had Yamaha gauges, so they didn't do the interface. So your Yamaha gauge goes into that. So they did not do that. Vessel, nope. But that is an option you can do, I believe, is to get that CL5 gauge to read on that display. I'm not 100%, but it's called a gateway hub. And you really don't need it. I mean, why waste your space on your navigation? I wouldn't do it. Just leave it like it is. That's what that gauge is for. So 7:33, I got about 5 more minutes. So then we're going to go back to combo. We're going to go back into this one. That gives me everything I need. Compass tape up there. Now see, this is activated. So now I can go to single lever if I wanted to. That means I can just run one lever. I just dump it. Make sure they're shifting right. Okay, that works. So get back up into here. If I want heat, you just turn this. This doesn't matter where this dial is. You just push this over here until that light flicks. There, take your finger off. Let it do its thing. This is on demand. As soon as you turn it on, this does have a hot water heater, but only to like 110, okay? Then on this has got AIS. You just push this button right here, turn that on. I'm going to turn this back on to 100%, back, color mode day, there you go. Back, then zoom in on that, 1/8 of a mile, 16th, that's fine. 1/4 mile, let's go back down to half on that, half. Then I'm just going to check the sonars. Traditional, yep, 130. Now let's go on this one, options. Let's go to frequency, let's go to chirp. Chirp, so AIS alarm, clear that. Okay, see the info, let's see what the tides are. It's searching, Coos Bay. Garmin is so quick. See, we're at slack, what I thought, in the current's coming in, so good. That means when I come back, I can just lay the boat in sideways instead of having to pull out. So we're at slack right now, 3.4 feet. Drop, back, back, back. Then we go into home again. We go to clear view, make sure that's 455. It's reading. We're only 4 or 5 feet. Split frequency. We're at chirp and chirp. So if I want to, this is just double reading. So you just go to menu, frequencies, right. We want to go probably 135 kilohertz. Yeah, and chirp. So then back. And then I'm going to go back home again, traditional, 135. So this, when you're on the main one, you got to change the frequencies to what you want. This is your magnifier right here, and it tells you how many feet. Garmin's the way, I mean, man, that's the only way to go. And this alarm, that's just a shallow water alarm right there. You want to get rid of it, you review it, and if you want to delete it, you can delete it. Shallow water. Warning manager, then you go back into that, review, next warning, okay. So clear warning managers, okay, and that clears. Clear warning manager, okay. That should clear that one. Review, go back, clear, okay, okay. So back. Then what we want to do is go into the clear view. That's working, 455. Go back, go to side view. Yep, that's working. Vessels, boom. Okay, no camera. We can go to camera, but it doesn't have one. Okay, so combos. Let me see here. Zoom in on that. That's fishing chart. Depth contour, or contour and depth, and radar overlay on top of that. And if that's too bright, go into this, back, yep. Go into menu, backlight. Let's cut that down just a little bit so it ain't so bright. There you go. And then if I want, I can go into the depth finder. So everything's reading there, all my voltage, water pressure, all that good stuff used. Miles an hour, we'll check. Okay, so now I'm going to stop. Oh, I'm going to turn on the lights and stuff. The heater's going, stereo, all you do is you hit this button. That turns that on. That's not hooked up to this. It can be if that's NEMA 2000. And let's see here. Great question. There you go. And over here, that's horn, fans, window washers. You can see right there. They're squirting, macerator, and that's your windlass winch, bilge pump, and that should be your anchor lights. That's your fan. Okay, refrigerator. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. Make sure you turn that thing off though, or it'll suck you down. Speakers back here, anchor light on. Yep, running lights on.
field, and that just translates into a lifetime of service.
Okay.
solution.